Welcome to dreamT.V. I'm Dream, your humble host. Today we got Believe That Matt with me, and we're going to do our
So,
prediction show. So we're going to go through, and these are the matches that WWE has on their website for this show. Don't know which ones are going to be on the kickoff show, but I believe this first one will be. Mr. Matt, I have a question for you.
okay.
What do you think? Nope, that's not it. Ah, damn it. What do you think about Callisto versus Cedric Alexander?
well, I didn't even know they were wrestling until you just told me. Um, I mean, they're both, really quick pace wrestlers, and I think it'd be a good back and forth match with a bunch of, I think there'll be a bunch of high flying, top of the turnbuckle moves. Probably get a couple dives off the top rope, probably on the outside, things like that. Um, but I see. You want me to go on and give you my
No,
prediction?
no,
Who's
no,
gonna
no,
win?
no, no. Because I got my side now.
Uh,
Okay,
okay.
so I agree. I agree with you most.
Yeah.
For the most part. But I think this is gonna be a very quick match.
Oh yeah.
This match is gonna come and go, and people are gonna go, "What?" But this is
Yeah.
not. I mean, no. Don't get me wrong. Um, Callisto is a wonderful wrestler. I love him to death. I like Cedric Alexander. I like his playfulness. However, it's not really a show, a match that I'm dying to see. Um,
It's
honestly,
like they threw something together real quick.
yeah, but the thing is you got two baby faces.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Neville come back at this point and make
Yeah.
his re-debut. Since he walked away, I would love to have seen Neville come back to face Cedric Alexander for that title. I would have loved to
Yeah.
have seen that. That's not going to happen. But ultimately, this is what it is. It's going to probably be on the kickoff show, so not a lot of people really care about it. So, in my eyes, this is going to be on the kickoff show. Who do you got winning this one?
Alexander retaining. I don't see him losing the title anytime soon.
See, if anybody could upset Cedric Alexander, I believe it could be Callisto. However, since they've pulled more away from the storyline, the storylines, and more into the wrestling part of it, um, I honestly see Cedric winning, even though I would rather have Callisto win. I like Callisto better than I do Alexander, but I am going to choose Alexander myself.
So that's one we agree on.
Match number two
Match number two.
is the Intercontinental Championship ladder match with champion Seth Rollins versus The Miz versus Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
Now,
Um,
I see this match as going one of two ways. Okay, either A, Seth or Finn will win, or and keep the title on Raw, which is where it's been since the get go, I believe. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think when they brand split it, the Intercontinental title went here, and the United States went to the SmackDown.
yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna flip them now. But if they do, then Miz or Joe will win. But if they do that, then you will know who's gonna win the United States title. Whichever one wins here, you will know who's
Yeah.
and if the United States title is won by Jeff Hardy, then you know for a fact that Miz and Samoa Joe are not going to win this title because they're not going to put two titles on one show. So I, I'm actually anticipated. I actually am looking forward to this match. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. You're going to have Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, who are just absolutely exceptional, technically sound wrestlers, going up against the powerhouse of Samoa Joe and the deviousness of the Miz. I could see this. I could easily see this. The title changing hands on this. But if
Yeah.
the thing is If the title does change hands, I believe it will be Finn who takes it because I don't think they're going to move the title back over to SmackDown. That's just but that's not my prediction. That's just if that was to happen. If they were to change the title to change hands, I think that would be the most reasonable. However, I will save my prediction for her in a second. Now, Mister Matt, what do you think about this match?
I mean, I like it. Um, but I mean, the same with you though. I mean, either gonna. I mean, I have to agree with you. There's no looking past it. Either one or two things is gonna happen. Either Finn or Seth will win on Raw, or Samoa or Miz will, flip flop it and do that.
Right.
I mean, I even in this match, like the first, I see Finn and Seth doing a lot of stuff off the ladder. I see them doing some. I see them doing more crazy things. Match Samoa and Miz, but I mean that's just my opinion, because Samoa, you'll probably see him more like use the ladder as like a weapon, use it like a chair or something like that. But I think as far as like the Jeff and the Edge matches that we used to see, I think we'll see Finn and Seth doing some things like jumping off the ladder, or we might even see. I'd love to see uh, Finn do his coup de grace off the ladder.
That would be
That,
awesome.
that would be awesome. And if for some reason they were to give it to Finn was to win it. That's how I'd like to see him win it. Is to do the coup de grace off the top of the ladder for the pinfall. I think that would
There's
be
not going to be a
really.
pinfall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's whoever grabs the title first. That's
Right.
right. Well, okay then. Sorry, I got confused for a minute. But I still think it would be cool to see him do that, because really, I mean, Seth's got the. I mean, he's got the splash off the top rope and all
Right.
that.
Get
But
think
I
of
mean, out of all of them, though, Finn's got the coolest one off the top rope, and
think of this though.
I
Just
just think it.
imagine this, okay? It's in you're sitting there in the match, you're watching it, and Seth is down in the corner, Samoa's outside, Miz is just laid out, right? And Finn climbs the ladder, but he's not gonna go for the title. He does the coup de grace off the top of the ladder onto the Miz, thereby actually hurting himself in the process to where he can't
Yeah,
get up right away. And Seth Rollins jumping up out of that corner and running up the ladder to grab that
yeah.
title.
And I think kind of like he's getting ready to go up, kind of back when who was it? I think it was Jeff Hardy when he was in a cage match or something, and he was actually going up to the top, and he was about to escape, but then he looked back and he done the swanton or something off of it or
Yeah,
something like that
that wasn't too long ago. That was what, last year I believe he did that.
or something. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
Yeah,
like he was going to go out, and then he saw it, and he just like this. That'd be something like Finn would do. He'd be like going to the top, about to grab the title, but then look down and see like Miz, like you said, and just do the coup de grace. I mean, I just think that would be really cool to see him do that off the ladder. I think
I would love to see that too. But who do you have ultimately winning this one? I have actually Seth Rollins retaining.
Seth retain it, and I'll tell you why. One, I agree with you that they're not going to change the titles. They're going to keep them where they're at. Especially since Jeff went over to SmackDown, and I think Jeff's got his little thing going. Um, so I just don't see. Um, I don't see that happening. And here's the thing: I know a lot of people like Finn Balor, and a lot of people are upset that he hasn't technically got his retitle match since he had to give it up, which
Right.
he hasn't. Um, but I just don't think Finn's in that spot where they're ready to really. push him back like they need to be. I think it's Seth's time right now to get back going. I'll tell you what I would like to see happen.
Oh
Finn.
wait a minute. Before you go there, I have to interject here.
Okay.
You say it's Seth's time, and that's fine. Seth can have the time with the Intercontinental title. Okay, but Finn Balor is more over than Seth Rollins.
Well, I never said he wasn't.
And the reason why he hasn't getting his title match or being pushed like he should is because Vince McMahon doesn't think he's over with the fans enough to
But
warrant
that's what
that.
I'm getting ready to say, though. That's what I'm getting ready to say. What I would like to see happen with Finn. Okay. And what I meant, maybe I should have said it the wrong. I didn't mean to say it like it's Seth's time. I mean, Seth's had his time. I mean, I understand that, but he hasn't really had a good title run in a while. And I think just him having the Intercontinental would be okay. But you know what I would really like to see happen? And I just thought about this the other day. I'd like to see, because I think Seth would play a better heel than Finn would. I just don't see Finn playing a better heel than Seth. Um, Seth could do both, but I would like to see Seth win it, and I wouldn't mind seeing Seth turn heel again and be in a feud with Finn, and beat him a couple times, and I just think this would be really cool. After a couple times Finn loses the opportunity, he comes out, you know, uh, he says he's whatever, but he says there's somebody that can beat him. And me and you have talked about this before,
Okay, hold on,
about
hold on. That is so predictable, though. You don't want to go predictable. So he
what
loses
do
a
you mean
couple times, and
predictable?
he goes, "Yeah, there's somebody who can beat you, and that's the Demon King." And
Well,
then the
yeah,
Demon King.
but
But that's
okay. Well, you
predictable.
don't have to. Well, maybe you don't have to play it out like that. All I'm trying to do is simply say that if they want to really push Finn Balor back to where he needs to be, they need to bring the Demon back.
Now, okay,
Simple
I'm
as
not. I don't disagree with that, but
they
I would,
have to.
I would do something a little different. Okay, I would give Finn the shot that he needs. If Brock wins, Finn gets a shot. Okay, he gets a shot, and he goes, you get one shot, right? Nobody knows what's going on, but he gets one shot, only one. He doesn't get another one. If he loses, he's done. He doesn't get another shot. But then his music hits. Everybody thinks it's normal, but his music hits, and the Demon King comes out at the pay per view. Nobody knew he was coming. He just all of a sudden he appeared.
And that's
Imagine
fine.
that. Imagine the reaction that would
Well,
come from that.
either way, I think really, him getting back to like he needs to be. I think they need to let him bring the demon back. That's just what I honestly think about Finn. So I don't like the regular Finn. I don't like this Finn. I don't.
I love Finn and all his images and all of his ornation.
I mean,
I like him as regular Finn and I like him
fine.
as Demon King.
I just don't. But I mean,
Well, then
it's
you're not a true fan of Finn Balor. You just like the
no.
Demon King and the
I'm a
paint.
fan. Exactly. I just don't like regular Finn Balor. I like Demon Finn Balor.
Okay, so all you do is you like the paint because the Demon
No.
King is Finn Balor, but Finn
Man,
Balor is also Finn Balor. It's two
why
sides of the
can't you
same
just
coin.
accept? Why can't you just accept my opinion?
I accept your opinion, but I'm telling you your opinion's wrong.
You can't do that. You can't accept my opinion and then tell me I'm wrong. You
I-
can't do that.
I'm trying to
Okay.
bring. Oh,
Okay.
hold on. I'm trying to bring you over to the light. Come on, you got to come over this way. We got cookies over here.
I mean, here's the deal. I like the way he wrestles his regular Finn. He's got all the stuff and all. I'm just telling you that I get more excited when I see Finn the Demon.
Well, but who doesn't? Because he. Okay, let me ask you a question. If he came out every time as the Demon King, wouldn't it get old?
no, not to me. It wouldn't.
Yes, it would. It would get
No, it
just
wouldn't.
as old as seeing Jeff Hardy come out in his paint.
Okay, well that's
It,
fine,
no,
but
but the thing
again,
is, if you hold the Demon King back for special events, special, but you don't announce. Like when he announced against Bray Wyatt that he was coming out as the Demon King, that was wrong. He should have just appeared as the Demon King. You know?
all right. Well, so either way, we both have Seth retaining
Yeah,
next match.
we need to go next match.
Uh,
We're gonna be here all night if we keep arguing about this match.
no, it's
Um,
not the match to worry about. It's just talking about Finn.
so next match we have is SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. Mr. Matt, what you think about this one?
Uh, no comment.
You have to comment on this.
um, I mean,
First, did you see what they did on SmackDown?
yeah. When see, I think what's gonna happen is I think. See, I can't really talk about this because I have to say who I think is gonna win to be able to explain it. That's the thing.
Well, the thing is we both know who's gonna win.
Bludgeon's gonna retain. They're
Oh
not gonna
yeah,
give it back to.
that's
Okay,
we already
but
know
I
that.
think they're getting ready to do a story mode where they're gonna win and they're gonna do the old kidnap type thing. Well, they're gonna kidnap Naomi. I got a feeling something like that's supposed to happen.
Okay,
I'm just I got a feeling they're gonna do like a kidnap thing.
okay. So how excited are you for this match?
Not really that excited.
You're just yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, I'm like you. I'd rather see somebody like against somebody like. Because here's the thing. I mean, Usos have been champs a long time. They've had their. I mean, they've had their thing ever since Rowan and Harper have been in the thing. They haven't really had their run at nothing like title wise or anything like that. And I just think it's time for them to have something like that. And I think they've earned it. And I would rather see some more. I'd rather them go up against somebody like you talked about, like Insanity. You know, I'd rather them go up against somebody like that,
Well, they are coming to SmackDown, so maybe that'll happen. Most likely.
or or that other team that came left their manager.
They're still on Raw.
Are they on Raw
Yeah,
still? Okay,
that'd
all
be the
right.
authors of
But
pain.
I mean somebody, somebody like that that's actually built up like that. You know, I mean it's just. But I just no, I'm just not really
Okay,
interested in
okay.
that.
I'm mildly interested. I also agree that the Bludgeon Brothers are probably going to take this one, retain this one, but I don't think it's going to be a squash match like everybody seems to think it is. Um,
No,
I think there's going to be some trickery going on. I honestly, you could see that maybe the brothers switch back and forth without the ref saying every once in a while to try to keep a fresh person in. I don't know if that'll happen, but I'm just saying you could see something like that. But I think that this is not going to be just a walk in the park like it's been for their whole time. I don't think they're just going to come out and dominate. I think the Usos are going to have a plan, whether it's going to be Naomi or somebody else distracting them or something. Something's going to happen. I could see the kidnap story going on. That is very possible. I don't know if that'll happen with all the drama that's going on in real life, but it could happen, and it might be interesting to see where they went with that afterwards. Maybe if they convert her or whatever, that would be kind of fun to see. Uh, but ultimately,
you mean
mildly,
convert her kind of like convert her to where she be on their side,
yeah, kind of like
like
where
take
she's the
like
bludgeon
Taker,
sister.
like Taker used to do when he used to
Yeah,
make people part
when
of
he
the
was part of the
ministry.
ministry.
Yeah, you would have to really sit down and talk to her and Jimmy about this. Like
It could
that.
be their idea. I mean, you don't
Well,
know.
yeah,
They may be
yeah.
wanting something fun to do, and this could be something fun to do.
But I'm telling you right now, if they do it, it would have been their decision to do it though, hands down. I mean, they wouldn't. Fence would come in. I don't think Fence or anybody would come in and say you got to do this.
Oh no, no, no.
So
But yeah, we both agree on that one.
All right, so next one.
Nope, other way, other way. The next match we have is Matt and Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy versus The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Champions. Who wins? Who doesn't win? What's
You go
gonna
first.
happen? Okay, so what? Okay, on SmackDown, the Bar referred to that if they won, they would go back to Raw and don't have to stay on SmackDown anymore. If that's true, that would be cool. That if they won the title, they could go back to Raw. However, I think they need to stay here, where there's less star power, if you so incline. This does the Raw tag team title division is just stacked on Raw right now. There are so many tag teams on Raw. The Bar would either push down other competitors that might deserve it when they could come here and have a decent run against a lighter tag team division. I mean, there's not that many notable tag teams on SmackDown's roster, and I think SmackDown needs a boost of star power for their tag team division. Because I mean, all you can think about is what the Usos, the Bludgeon Brothers, the New Day,
And the bar would actually be another.
Sanity maybe, but
And if I have to interrupt, I'm sorry, but bar would also be another good competitor tag team for somebody like the Bludgeon Brothers too.
right. No, I agree. Which is why I say they stay on SmackDown, which means that ultimately they're going to lose the match if that happens. Um, but that I think that's something that could happen. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but I'm actually quite excited to see what happens if they win. Not you know, not no if Hardy and Wyatt win, it's a predictable match. We already knew that they were going to win. Bar stays on SmackDown. Nothing there. But what's interesting is if they do win, if the Bar does win, do they go back to Raw? That would be interesting. So just to think about. But ultimately, what do you think about this match? Are you excited to see it?
Yeah, see it. Love.
Speak up, can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I love. This is just one that I got to talk about. And I do like this. I do love the tag team of Hardy Wyatt.
You're
I think
breaking up
both their
slightly, so you might want to start
I
over.
think I think both their characters fit together. You know, I really do. Um, but this is a match where I'll get really deep here though because I think something's supposed to happen within the next 2 months. And if you want to disagree or you don't want to, you don't think so, or you want to say whatever about it, but I know there's been rumors over the last year and a half and all this and all. And then I heard recently, about 3 months ago, that they both want to do it. And since somebody recently just got moved to SmackDown, I see it happening even more. But I do believe that this relationship with Matt and Bray will break. It will not stay. Bray will end up turning on Matt and doing something because I think it's just all charade. You know,
So what
Bray.
you're saying is Bray Wyatt's gonna make the Woken Warriors turn broken.
Uh, well, not really. I mean, I'm not saying. I think Bray's gonna do something to where he's gonna break Matt,
Right,
but
which is what
Matt.
I said. There, he's
But
gonna go
here's the
from
deal.
woken to broken.
Yeah, but it's the person that's gonna help Bray do it that's
Right,
gonna
which
be the shock.
I know who you're thinking of.
I just sorry, but I think it's gonna happen because they both want to work together now. He's growing his beard out longer and longer. He's growing his hair out. They ain't got nothing for him to do now since Miz left. It's the perfect time to bring Bo in with his brother. It's the perfect time.
Okay,
It's
so
perfect.
ultimately, who do you have winning?
Bray and Matt.
Brand Matt.
But
I
oh
will
yeah,
I will agree that I think Bray and Matt will win. I think it's going to be a one of those
because if
predictable
they
matches
do,
that you see where the bar loses because they.
because I'm just saying, if for some reason my little theory about Bo to say it is true, and they do something like that, you have to let Bray and Matt win, and you have to let them kind of have a run together, like first before you do something like that.
Mm,
You know,
right. Okay.
so
So we both agree that it's going to be probably a predictable match where
yeah, Matt and
you know
Bray,
who the ultimate winner is going to be before when they
yeah.
announce the match. Okay, well let's move on to the next match where we have the United States champion Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal, the
Oh,
modern day
oh,
Maharaja.
ooh, I'm liking this one. Ooh, I like this one.
You like this
This
one?
is, oh yeah, High Flyer versus the Power Man. Oh yeah, yeah, I like it. I think it's going to be better than their match on Raw.
Okay.
Better, better. Yeah, I think it's going to be better than. I mean, Jeff's going to win,
Well,
but I
thanks
mean,
for
I
giving
think.
us your prediction already, but okay.
Oh, sorry. I get carried away, and I'm sorry. Hey, we're talking about one of my favorite tag team guys here. Okay, I
Okay,
get
well,
excited.
I get it, and I understand what you're thinking. That, but to me, this is just like the other matches. It's predictable. We know who's gonna win. If Jinder wins the title, he's not going back to SmackDown, so that title will not go back to Raw unless Samoa Joe or Miz wins the Intercontinental title.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't predictable. I just said that I think it's going to be. They're going to put on a
And
good.
I don't think Jinder's I don't think Jinder has the ability to put on a better match than what he did on Raw. They've hyped Jinder up so much to where he's a champion when I don't think he should be. I think he's a jobber. He's a mid low to mid card wrestler who is sloppy in his delivery and is not safe to work with. That's just me. I
I think
understand. I
I
understand he has the
I kind
look.
of agree with. I kind of agree with you about him back.
I understand he has the look. He doesn't have the ability to make it. Now, if this is a great match, it's because Jeff did it. Okay, but he doesn't have a the huge ability to make it. I'm sorry. I don't think Jinder's all that everybody that the WWE thinks he is. They hyped him up because they were going to go to India, and then once they figured out they didn't go to India, they figured out a way to get the title off of him. And then
Yeah.
he hasn't had a decent good run since. Okay, the cat just distracted me. But ultimately, I think Jeff Hardy will win as well. The title will stay on SmackDown, and we will move on to Jeff Hardy defending that title against Randy Orton at, I believe, Backlash. So now we move to the next match on our list. AJ Styles, the WWE Champion, versus the Shinsuke Nakamura Coward. Okay, their match at WrestleMania was awesome. Okay, it was probably what the third best match of the night to me.
Something like that. Yeah.
Um, and it's arguably some people said it was the best match of the night. I don't agree with that,
No.
but some people say it, so I'm gonna say it's arguably the third best to the first match of the night. But this match, I think, will put that one to shame. I think with the introduction of him turning heel, you're gonna see a lot of wonderful things come out of Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles as well. This is going to be a back and forth match where Shinsuke will use every dirty handed trick he could think of while AJ tries to stay his clean image and still win. But I am very, very excited for this match. I can't wait to see this match. What are you thinking, Matt? Give me your
Oh.
ideas.
Oh. Classic again. Just like Mania. I mean, you can't say it won't be. I mean, But yeah, just uh, uh, I think it will probably be probably top three again. Probably matches of the night. Probably the paper. Uh, and it's just because of who's in it.
Okay.
Nakamura being the heel again, or the heel, and uh, yeah, I mean, I'm looking pretty forward to it.
So who wins?
It's okay, Nakamura.
You think Nakamura is going to take this one, huh?
I think he's going to take the title.
Wow.
Yep,
This is the first time that we actually disagree tonight.
yep.
I
I'm
actually believe
going.
I actually believe AJ Styles will retain
And
this one.
here's the thing, and I hate saying that because probably currently right now, AJ is probably my second favorite wrestler on the roster. But I gotta go. I think it's Nakamura's time.
Okay.
I think he's
Well, I actually believe that AJ Styles will retain for now, but I think it's going to be due to like an outside interference, um, to where he retains, and then we'll have a third match, because Shinsuke will do everything he can to get another match. So that's
yeah,
actually the first time we actually disagreed tonight.
yep.
Okay, coming to the next match, we have Triple H versus as Mr. Big Match John Cena. Never give up. Wonderfully booked match. You got awesome competitors. You got the never give up of John Cena versus the cerebral assassin Triple H.
Who still has it, by the way? He always looks
This is
good.
this is this is gonna go back and forth.
Yep.
This is one of those matches where you don't know who's gonna win until that bell rings. Um, and it's going to be John Cena will be performing much better than he did at WrestleMania. This will be a classic match for the ages, and I believe that John Cena will bring it again. And Triple H, he has it, but I don't think he has enough. But we'll find out. And what do you think about this one, Matt?
So Cena's your pick.
I didn't say that yet. What do
Um.
you got?
Oh, it's. I mean, it's gonna be good. I mean, you got my favorite. Uh, Early '90s, late 2000s. Early '90s, 2000s heel. One of my favorites. Um, I've always liked Triple H. Triple H and Cena have been in the ring together before. I don't think I ever remember a bad match with them. Um, and usually when it comes something like this, when you get these two people going, they just uh, and I mean, really though, they have a lot in common. I mean, they're not. They're both powerhouses. I mean, they're both strong. They both have a mixture of moves. Triple H has got the high knee. He's got the pedigree. He's got the spine buster. Cena's got the attitude adjustment. He's got the little, whatever that thing is, the little turnaround side power bomb, little suplex thing he does before he usually does the little you can't see me thing.
Five knuckle
Uh,
shuffle setup.
yeah, the five knuckle shuffle. It's just a mixture of things now, and I think it's going to be a really, I think it's going to be a good match.
Okay. I also believe this is going to be a wonderful match. However, I think WWE is making up for what they did at WrestleMania, and I think this is going to go John Cena's way with this one to basically say, "Hey, thank you for putting over the Taker in the best way you can," and as a thank you, this is what they're giving him. What do you think?
Yeah. Actually, you kind of read my mind because I kind of think the same thing. I think it's kind of WWE giving back to him and giving him that win, and because there's a lot of fans in the world that like overseas, that like Cena because he's got never give up attitude and all that and all. And I agree. I just think that it's the way to give back to him after what happened with Mania, and I agree that Cena's going to take it.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to our next match of the night. Um, we have Rusev versus the shell of a
Oh,
man Undertaker in a
oh
casket
God,
match.
really?
Matt, this is your chance to shine here. Your turn.
No
What
comments.
what do you think of this match, Matt?
Okay.
I mean, this is your
Um.
favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. Um. I mean, here's the thing. Taker is who got me into wrestling.
He's also going
I
to be the
would
one that
have
takes you out of wrestling.
no. I'm being, honest here. If it was not me seeing, because see, here's the thing. I saw the match at Survivor Series where he debuted.
hmm
Okay, and if it was not that point, and I would have never seen him come out and watched him wrestle over the years, I would not be the fan I am now in wrestling. Taker, there's always somebody out there that gets you. There's always a basketball player that gets you really into basketball. There's whatever. Taker is who got me watching wrestling. Just plain and simple. And I've been watching some of his matches the last couple weeks, and there comes a time where somebody like me just has to finally just sit down and just say, "Hey, he's done. He's done everything that a wrestler could do. He should have no regrets in this business. He's been locker room. Every wrestler you ask or interview, they always say that he's always been the locker room supporter and guide, and everybody goes to him and respects him more than anybody. And even Taker or even Triple H told him when they had their first match, there's only one other person Triple H respects more than Taker, and that's Shawn. And there's just so much respect. And I see all these matches that Taker has done, and just after going back, and yes, I rewatched him and Cena's match a couple of times again. Don't know why I did it, but just I did it, and it's just to me. I mean, I know you. I think you said that the last best decent match he had was against oh, who'd you tell me? Wyatt? Did you tell me Bray
No,
Wyatt?
I said Shane.
Shane. Yeah. The Shane one was good, but the last match that I really saw the Taker that I loved, just honestly, the one that I really loved, where I know he still can go out there and do it and not hurt and all that kind of crap,
Triple
is when
H.
he had his, no, not even Triple H.
Really?
No, no.
The
I
Hell in the Cell
I
with Triple H?
uh-uh. I no. I, my last match where I honestly see the Taker that I grew up loving was that second match with Shawn Michaels. I just I don't know. It's just he had it all, and all. I mean the match with Triple H is good. It was good and all. I'm just saying that last match with Shawn, it's whatever, and and he's just not there no more. And me as a true Undertaker fan is telling him now, if he ever comes across this video, or anybody he knows, it's time for you to hang your boots up. It's time for you to just leave and retire, be done with it, and just be done with wrestling. Just lay it all behind. Go enjoy the time with your family, and just leave it be. And with that being said, I'm I'm looking. Of course, I'm looking forward to this match. I always look forward to Taker matches. He's my favorite. Um, I mean, you could put him up against a better person in a casket match, especially when they're going to be over in, you know, toward Rusev's kind of area. I know he's from Russia or whatever, but I mean he's right there. So I mean, um, you couldn't put him up against somebody better in a casket match. But I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to it just because it's Taker. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be that good of a match. I just Taker just he's Taker. He's just not going to he's just not going to be able to do. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be what I want it to be or what anybody else that's a Taker fan. Because like I mean, I know you. I
Okay,
mean, I know he's not your favorite, but you grew up watching wrestling. You like the old
right,
Taker and Taker
right.
growing
Okay,
up. I don't see it happening.
okay,
I just don't see a good match happening.
okay. My turn. And I'm saying this to everybody out there. Right here, right here. Look right here. Okay. Taker is finished. He is not the Undertaker anymore. He is Mark Calloway. Get it
Lame.
through your freaking heads. Okay. Now,
Well,
the
I
Undertaker,
kind
the
of
Undertaker.
that
Now,
one more thing.
I
That's kind of what I was saying in a way.
I let you talk. Shh. My turn.
Okay.
Okay. Undertaker gave it his all. Okay. For many, 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 many glorious years upon this earth and with this company, he reigned supreme as the dead man. Everybody knows who watched my review of WrestleMania knows that I was less than happy with the performance of not only the Undertaker but John Cena on the match at WrestleMania. To me, it was probably one of the worst matches I have ever seen, if not the worst one I've ever seen. And I solely have to blame that on the Undertaker himself. And I know people like you and other people who say, well, it's not Undertaker's fault. Vince is the one that told him what to do. Vince is this. Vince is that. Undertaker could have said no. Undertaker could have said that's not how this is gonna work. I didn't come back for a 3 minute match with John Cena to basically let him fall down on his face and me get that. To me, that's what he did. He basically John Cena just laid down for him, which is probably the most insulting thing I could think of for anybody to do to the Undertaker. Is just lay down. However, this match, if they're gonna go the way I think they do, it's going to be the other way. Undertaker's going to get manhandled. He's going to get demolished. He's going to be put in the casket and be over. Done. And then he's going to be rolled out of the casket, never to be seen from again. I don't think that that's the proper way for him to go out, but at least it's kind of going out on his own terms. You know, he's going out in a casket. I've already explained how I want him to go out to anybody who would listen, and that's he lose. Undertaker needs to lose this match. Hopefully, it's a lot better than the WrestleMania match. Okay, but he needs to lose this match so he retires. But when he's put in that casket, how is he? Is he just gonna get out and walk out? No, I don't think that's how they should do it. They should have their druids come out and walk the casket away, carry the casket back, and then that's the last you see of the Undertaker until he shows up at the Hall of Fame. Now, that's what I want. What am I gonna get? Probably another 5 minute match where the Undertaker demolishes Rusev and throws him in the casket. I honestly believe that's what WWE is gonna do, and I'm gonna pick the Undertaker to win this match. Matt, your turn. Who's gonna win this match?
I love you, Taker. You tell.
You think Rusev? Okay, that's another one we disagree on. Okay, we are down to the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar defending against Roman Reigns in a steel cage match that Roman didn't even want. Go, Matt.
What to
Oh
say
wait, no, this is
about
my
this?
turn. I go first.
Is this our last one?
No, we got one more after this.
Okay.
So this is my turn to go first. I forgot you went first on the Taker one. So Roman didn't want this match. Roman got surprised by this match. Roman's gonna lose this match. I like Roman. I hate Brock. But Vince McMahon is Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon thinks Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey are his two main meal tickets. They are his biggest draws, what he thinks. So I honestly, this is a match that I would love to see happen, but I don't think it's going to end the way I want that it should. It's going to end the wrong way. And what do you think, Matt?
Um, the same way it always ends, Brock.
What? You broke up for a second.
The same way any kind of match ends when Brock's in it.
Suplex, 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 suplex. F5.
Suplex, suplex, L5, L5, spear, spear, Superman punch, uh, suplex city. I mean, look, we all know wrestling is scripted. Okay, we all know this. Roman's not no little man. He's a big dude. I can tell you his stats right now. He's 6'6". I think he's at least 6'6". He weighs close to 300 pounds. You know, he's not no little man. He's huge. And I've met him up close before. I've never actually met him where I said hi or shook his hand. But okay, basically what it is they had a house show here where I'm at, and we went, and it was back when they still had the Shield, and we were right in the row where he came down how they used to come down,
Mm-hmm.
and he came down there and he walked right by us. Uh, Dude, he's big. He ain't no little man. And I understand Brock's big, but Brock is
He's
treated
six
like a
three, 265.
okay. Well, I might have looked at it wrong, but still 6'3". I mean, you can't have no Undertakers everywhere. I
Right.
I'm saying, but still 6'3". And how much did he weigh?
265.
Okay, 265. But he's all bulk. He's muscle.
Okay.
He ain't no little dude. Okay, and he's a big guy. Yeah, Brock's a big dude, and I understand all that, but you treat Brock like like he's a machine. If you want Brock to win, that's fine. Here's the deal: I wouldn't care that Brock won at WrestleMania. I wouldn't have cared that, but make the match interesting. I don't care if you have some suplexes here and there or a couple L5s. That's fine. I expect that to happen. But Roman's a big dude. Roman can take care of himself. Let him have a good, decent match. Let him do different things. I mean, hell, when
And
uh
let him throw a freaking armbar in there every now and then.
yeah, I mean, hell, we've never seen Roman do his little drop kick thing off the from the outside. We've never seen him do that to Brock.
Oh, the drive
Let
by.
him Yeah, let him do that to him. Mix it up some. If you want Brock to win, fine. I understand that Vince wants him to win. But when he's
Make it
going up,
interesting though.
yeah, make it interesting. But like before, I don't think it's gonna happen. Just because, just like Roman said that one day in the ring, Brock is Vince's boy. It's always gonna happen. And until Brock's ready to leave and not be here, he's gonna hold on to that title because it's a money thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That's what it is, and it's just gonna be the same old thing. And like me and you talked about, where they just keep doing stuff to Roman and making his career go down. It's just they're gonna keep on doing this, and it's just gonna be the same old thing, and Brock's gonna win. It's just
Okay.
there's no whatever. So
Okay. Um, so you think Brock is going to win?
oh yeah.
Okay. I also think Brock will win. Um,
Oh, should win.
huh?
I don't think he should win, but
Oh, I
he
don't either. I think he should lose that title because I don't think as a part timer he should hold that damn title.
yeah. Because really, to be honest, I would rather Roman win it, and I'd rather see a heel Roman go up against a face Bobby Lashley.
That would be
To be
nice.
honest,
I'd like to see that one. Okay,
yeah.
so we're going to the last match. Probably going to be the last match of the night, and that will be where's it at right here?
The big
The
Roman.
greatest Royal Rumble 50-man match itself, with the following superstars confirmed: Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, Shane McMahon, Chris Jericho, Mark Henry, Rey Mysterio, Elias, Kevin Owens, The Great Khali, Bobby Roode, Baron Corbin, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Apollo Crews, Shelton Benjamin, Sin Cara, Chad Gable, Goldust, Titus O'Neil, Mojo Rawley, and Dolph Ziggler. Right now, that is the only ones that have been confirmed. However, you could assume to put pretty much everybody else that's on the roster in that match and still have quite a few surprises come the final match. So, Mr. Matt, what's going to happen? Give me your not your play by play, but first of all, who do you want to see come out as a surprise entrance, and then who's going to win this match in your eyes?
Uh, um. Well, you talked about him earlier. I wouldn't mind seeing Neville coming back as a surprise entrant. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing him. Um, oh, um, even though he wouldn't win, I would still like him to, you know, which you can't say it what happened because they've done it plenty of times. They've brought NXT people over for an occasional appearance, and then they go back or whatever. But I wouldn't mind seeing Aleister Black make an appearance.
Huh?
He wouldn't win, but I'm just saying, and don't say it can't happen because they've done it before.
Oh, I ain't saying nothing.
You know, you know. Um, And I know who I would love to see come back, but I still think he's hurt. I don't think he
Who's
recovered
that?
completely. Dean.
Oh no, he's not come back. He's
Okay,
still,
he's still
yeah,
hurt.
he's still here for a couple months probably.
Okay. I mean Neville, Aleister Black. Uh,
So ultimately, who do you think's going to win this?
I mean, see that's hard to say.
Just
Uh,
throw a name out there. No, I'm not going to hold you to it, Thumb. Like this ain't going to be your prediction right away. Like who's going to have? I mean, just who do you think?
well,
Who do you
I mean,
think
we
might
know
win?
Jericho is going to be in. We know he's going to be in. He's not going. Uh, um,
Didn't you think about it for a minute? I'll let you think about it. I'll do mine and then come back. Do you want me? Do you need time to think?
yeah.
Okay. Um, Okay, so this is a very wide range. I think you're going to have, not, basically pretty much anybody and everybody from both Raw, SmackDown, and NXT showing up. I'm not going to say people like Aleister Black being a surprise entrance. I think that those kind of people are kind of, I'm going to kind of expect some of them to show up. However, people that are not in WWE right now showing up, such as like the Hurricane, he could show back up for another one off. Um, Ryback, maybe show back up. Doubt that one. Could happen, but doubt it. Adam Rose, same way, but I think he's over at Impact, I think. So, I mean, there's going to be wonderful wrestlers. I do think that Hurricane's going to show back up again for
I
another
just
one
thought of
off.
another one that would be cool to see, but
Um, but ultimately, when you think about everything that's going on, you have to put yourself in and think about this, okay? Your final four are going to be Daniel Bryant, Braun Strowman, probably uh, Chris Jericho, and maybe Kurt Angle. Okay, I think that might be your final four, but I think your winner of this match, just because of everything that just happened over the last few weeks, or a couple months, the thing that's going to happen is Daniel Bryan will win this match. I personally believe that. I think they're going to get him over again, um, because he's coming back. He's proving himself every day that he can win, and he deserves pushes and stuff like that. I think Daniel Bryan will win this match. That's my personal belief. That's my prediction. He gets thrown over the top rope. I'm going to be crushed. But ultimately, I think Daniel Bryan wins. Now you have to. Luckily, this is bright enough because now I can see.
well, let me go ahead and say that I just thought of this person being a surprise entrance,
Okay.
and I know he's actually in pretty good shape. And just him being inducted in the Royal Rumble, I mean the Hall of Fame, he did say that he wouldn't mind coming back and doing a couple things. I'm just throwing it out there that we might hear Jeff Jarrett's music come up. I'm just saying it would be kind of cool to hear his music and come out and maybe hit somebody with a guitar or something. Just saying it would be cool.
Jeff
That's all.
Jarrett?
Uh, yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah,
12:30.
yeah. That'd be cool.
Okay.
I agree on Braun being there on the top four. Um, Daniel Bryan. Um, but then I think that I don't think Kurt Angle would be there. Then I don't.
Okay. So who wins the match?
Uh, I mean, I don't want to copy. That's the thing.
Dude, if you think he's gonna win, just say it.
Yeah, I agree because I think that's the way to get him back over. I,
So you're picking Daniel Bryan to win this as well.
it would either be him or Braun Strowman,
Hmm?
but everybody would expect Braun Strowman as a heavyweight. So
The
yeah,
50 man over the top Battle Royal.
I'd have to say that my pick would be Bryan.
Okay. So we both agree that Daniel Bryan should probably win this match.
I mean, I'm not like you. I won't be crushed if he loses, but
It's not. I mean, I'm gonna be crushed because I'm a huge Daniel Bryan supporter. When the Yes Movement began, I was one of the first ones in it.
or I mean, hey, I mean, it's not like this ain't ever happened, and you can't say it can't. But I mean, what if he loses the one match that he's in, and say you got somebody that's already been in a match like Finn Balor come out.
Oh, see that I'm actually wanting Finn Balor to come out, and
You know,
I would
because
like to see Roman Reigns come out.
I say if he comes out and Roman comes out, that's what I would like to see. I'd like to see Roman come out and Finn, and I'd like to see the final four be Roman, Finn, Bryan, and Braun Strowman.
Okay.
You know
Well,
who I hope the two is at the end? Roman and Bryan. Because guess what? Everybody's going to think Roman's going to win because then, oh, because he just lost and they want to give him another push again.
and Roman threw him out a few years ago
Yeah,
at the Royal
but
Rumble.
then this time you have Daniel throwing. You
That
have the biggest. You have the and you know what? That would be good. That would be awesome because you have the biggest baby face and supporter of all the fans, Brian. And
and then Roman
then you
loses
have
his shit
somebody like Roman that's supposed to be a face, but everybody hates him. You
and then
know,
and then Roman loses his head and just beats the hell out of Daniel,
and that's the way you.
and that's the way you
Hey,
turn him heel.
that's the way you turn him heel. Okay.
I
Now
can see
look,
it. I can see it.
I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not trying to rub his gimmick. Okay, I'm not. But I'm telling you how you turn Roman into a good. You get him to come out and
Like
just
Stone
beat the
Cold,
crap.
no.
No, he doesn't have to be like Stone Cold though. There's been plenty of people over the years that just come out and just beat people up and beat people up backstage and do what they want to do. He can do it in his own way.
Right.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
He does it. He does it. It's like a character like Stone Cold, but he has his own character. He
Right.
does it his own way.
Okay.
You know, he says, "I'm done with the Roman Empire. There ain't no freaking empire. It's just Roman." You know,
Okay.
that's so.
Okay. Well, that would be our prediction for the night.
Yep.
Um, we'll have to figure out who's right and who's wrong on Friday.
Well, me
Special
and you
start
only
time.
disagreed in two matches.
Yep. Special start time. Noon. Or noon Eastern, 11 Central, what, 9 Pacific? Um, only on the WWE Network. Check your well, I was gonna say check your local listings. Check your WWE Network. It's only $9.99 per month, and if you sign up now, it's the first month's free. Um, of course, that was a little plug for WWE. They should pay me for that. Give me my subscription for free. Anyways, me and Matt would like to say thank you for showing up and listening to us ramble on about the pay per view coming up. Uh, we will see you Sunday at twitch.tv slash dreamTV79.
Uh, Sunday? You mean
Or
Friday?
Friday, I mean. Sorry. I'm so used to being on Sunday. So Friday, noon, it's Eastern, 11 my time. We will see you on twitch.tv slash dreamTV79 so you can listen to the greatest Royal Rumble ever, 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 ever. And we already know what Matt's gonna say. He's gonna say believe that, and I'm gonna say dream on, dream out.